Hello everyone, Javoticus here, and today we're going to be doing Evolved ClawSuit class guide. This was one of my favorite classes for a really long time, so I have a little bit of a personal attachment to it, so we're going to get through this and I'm going to tell you how to use it, what enhancements I personally recommend, a little bit of short PvP guide maybe, and we'll see what else we can add in here. Alright, let's get started. What the heck? Oh my goodness, it's not here anymore. I wonder what. Oh yeah, I forgot. Evolved ClawSuit is a rare class. Ah, I go crazy. Don't worry though. A new version of this class comes out every year around Frostful. It comes out in the version of a member-only present, and it opens on New Year's. So you have to be a member to get the gift box, and you just either have to put it in your bank or in your inventory, and it will turn into the class on New Year's. Last year it was AC free item storage class, and it was color custom. Every year before that it was not color custom. Evolved ClawSuit 10 and 11 are the only ones that are exactly the same of this class, because Evolved ClawSuit 9 was actually the original ClawSuit and is a totally different class entirely. Alright, for enhancements with Evolved ClawSuit class, I'm going to be recommending full luck enhancements, and I'll explain a little bit more why later. But you get luck enhancements here from Cicero. You just can open his enhancement shop, and they're going to be right there. If you have access to the all enhancements, I'm going to recommend Health Vamp or Spiral Carve. Spiral Carve if you want to dish out a lot of damage. Health Vamp if you want a little bit of a chance to stay alive longer, because Evolved ClawSuit does have a heal, but it's not very powerful. It's actually so weak that I don't recommend using it at all, but I will get into that more later, like I said. Alright, let's take a look at your passives. Your first passive is called Workshop Master and increases your strength and intellect by 10% apiece. So it's really like two passives in one, so that's a nice little passive you got. Your second passive is called Spiked Nog, and it increases your critical strike chance by 5%. Now, it may seem like this is really quite small passive, but keep in mind that Workshop Master is really like 2 in 1. So Spike Nog is just like a little bonus. You don't even need to have this other passive, but it's nice to have. You can see you have your basic hybrid stat build over here, which is why we use luck. You could use hybrid if you want to, but I'd rather have high crits and the same damage than hybrid. You got decent critical strike chance and evasion. We'll show you. I'm going to be recommending using a stable weapon like I am, simply because some of the skills here need to stack to do damage, which I'll show you right now. Your first skill is called Naughty. It's a physical and magical skill, which will be enhanced by Luckwell. It costs 20 mana, has a 3-second cooldown. A quick damaging attack applies Naughty debuff, making this attack stronger, stacking up to 4 times. If Nice is present, it is replaced by Frostburn, a DOT effect on the target. Now, this class is really different. It has a lot of things you can do with it. It has not a lot of nice options. I'm going to go through all those, then I'm going to tell you what I recommend for actually 1v1 PvP. But for now, I'll show you what Naughty does. Naughty is a really good skill because it can stack up a bunch of damage really fast. See, that's a 900 crit right away. And then there's a 1300 crit on your second stack. You can see it hits really nice. Now, your second skill is called Nice. Also 20 mana, also 3-second cooldown, and is physical as magical as well. A weak attack that heals the caster slightly applies Nice debuff, making the heal stronger, stacking up to 4 times. If Naughty is present, it is replaced by Holiday Cheer, a heal over time effect on the caster. Now, this is the little heal that I told you about, and it's not a very big heal, so I recommend not using it at all in PvP, but I will talk more about that later as well. So let's just show you what it can do. Crits 473. Its damage doesn't go up. It'll always do right around the same thing. I'm pretty sure I got Spiral Carve on that non-crit 500, so don't get too excited about it. I think it just didn't show. Now I'm going to be showing you the damage over time and heal over time skills. First, we are going to do the heal over time. So to do the heal over time, you're going to do Naughty and then a Nice. if I can hit. Here we go. Alright, Holiday Cheer. It gives you a nice little, very small 31 heal over time. You get it 4 times before it fades. So again, it's a very small heal and it's pretty insignificant in a PvP match. Now I'll show you the DOT. It's also going to be quite small. I'm going to do it over here so you can actually see it. So to get the damage over time, you're going to do nice first and then naughty. You get a 55 damage over time on your enemy. I'm just going to let that kill him. So that's how to get your naughty, your nice, your damage over time, and your heal over time. And that's just from 2 skills. Now, we're moving on to the 3rd skill. It's called Check the List. Costs 40 mana. It's a little bit costly, but don't worry about it. 4-second cooldown is a physical skill. If the target is naughty, it deals heavy damage and applies Lump of Coal, lowering target haste. But if the target is nice, it applies Blitzen's Blitz, increasing caster haste and damage done while reducing damage taken. Does not consume naughty knives, which is really good. That was a mouthful. Okay, so I'm going to show you Lump of Coal first. Lump of Coal is good for tanking. First I'll show you Lump of Coal and its damage. First you're going to get a stack of naughty, then use Lump of Coal. I got a nice 546 non-crit from it. Now, Holiday Cheer is just a massive stat boost for like 3 different stats. You're going to apply nice. Oops. My bad. Okay, we're going to come back over here and do it to him. See if we can get him to follow me. Okay, there's Blitzen's Blitz. I'm going to be taking less damage and attacking faster and for more damage. As you can see, I hit pretty high with it. That was just auto attack. Now, your final skill, let me rest. It's called Arctic Stamina. It costs 50 mana as a 30-second cooldown and is also a physical skill. Reduces your incoming damage by 30% and increases outgoing damage by 20% for 8 seconds. So you're taking in less damage and you're pushing out more damage, and it's really good paired with Blitzen's Blitz. But the problem being is they both have such high mana costs that you will rarely get to use both of them in PvP for 1v1. But it is nice for boss battles. I'll show you. Just going to use Arctic Stamina. And this is just our auto attacks. So it's pretty nice. And as you see, we gain mana back pretty fast. Now, I'm going to show you some decent damage with this class. And the time has come. Alright, let's show off a little bit of PvP strategies. Basically for this class, there are only 2 that I would actually recommend using. And no, button spamming is definitely not one. If you button spam with this class, you are done. There is nothing you're going to get from it. Everything in this class is very strategic, and you have to do it with a technique or you're just going to lose so bad. Now, the first technique that I'm going to recommend is one that I usually use. I've used the other one before and it works out pretty nicely if you're a nice slider. If you're not a nice slider, this is the one you want to use. And it is a naughty tank. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to be using a few naughties and then check the list and then naughty some more if whatever you're fighting isn't dead by then, which usually they are. So I'll show you what happens. We're going to use naughty like 3 times and then check the list. Sadly, this class is very dependent upon crits to be good in 1v1. Here we go. Oh, didn't hit. Try again. Oop, didn't even get to use check the list. But there you go. Now we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to move on to our second strategy. Alright, this next strategy is a full buff technique. What we're going to do is we're going to use nice one time, apply Blitzen's Blitz and Arctic Stamina, and we're just going to let the buff on haste and damage and the debuff on damage we actually take just dominate and control the battle. So I'll show you. Use nice, Arctic Stamina, apply Blitzen's Blitz, and our auto attack is going to soar up. This is all auto attack. That was a spiral carve. So even without getting spiral carve, our auto attack would have crit 1,400 with that hit. And it non-crits around 300, so it's really nice if you just get auto attacks. As you see, we can gain mana back fairly quickly, so we can apply more naughties after that and just stack on more damage. Alright guys, so that's Evolved ClawSuit's skills. I'm gonna recommend this class for 1 versus 1 PvP because it's so much fun to use there. Blood Red Brawl it can be okay in, but it's not gonna help you if you're up against a lot of people. As long as you stay to only a few people fighting you at a time, I think you'll be okay, and it's gonna be really useful for taking down brawlers and restorers. If you have a healer or a bot, it could be good with boss battles. I wouldn't recommend using it for farming because it's not very fast and it has some pretty hefty mana costs. I wouldn't really use it for just going through the storyline either, but you could, but it wouldn't get you through it very fast for the same reasons as farming. But yeah, that's how you use Evolved ClawSuit. I hope you enjoy it. Leave your own opinions and suggestions and enhancements down in the comments. I'd love to read them and try them out for myself. Full luck is just what I use. If you guys have something better, I'll change it around and I'll fix it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, comment and tell me why. I'll leave my Twitter in the description as always. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all get the chance to get Evolved ClawSuit because it's a great class. Again, you have to be a member to get the class. I'm sorry, but you have to be. It's unless they make this year's non-member, which it's always been a member gift, so I can't think of why they would do it. But it's a great class, and I hope you all get it. I definitely recommend it. Jevo is out.